In this video, let's talk about CREE8's easy-to-use cloud workflow tools. Real quick, you're watching VP Land. Special thanks to our sponsors, Blackmagic, Vue, and LucidLink for helping make our NAB coverage possible. And now, back to the video. All right, so Lisa, tell me what is CREE8?
CREE8 is a fully cloud-based remote production platform. So if you think about a creative team or even an individual contributor just logging into CREE8, all of their tools, their media, computing resources are all in one place. So our big philosophy is that you're not shipping content on hard drives, you're not waiting for uploads or downloads. You just go in and you have everything you need at your fingertips.
All right, and so can you walk me through like a use case and what does that look like? You know, we're shooting something now. What would that look like with CREE8?
So in the case of what you're shooting right now, you could very easily be connected. If you were connected to the internet, this video stream could be coming in live into CREE8 into a growing file. So I don't know maybe you're the editor, maybe you've got an editor remotely, but you could have your editor, Sally, is back home in, I don't know, where do you live?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Okay, well, maybe you've got a really talented editor that lives in Boston that you want to have work on your stuff. And once this interview is finished, you would want to get that right out on your channel, like within about 5-10 minutes, right? So if Sally was already spying on this as it was happening, it's in a true high-resolution growing file in this use case. By the time you and I shake hands and we're finished, Sally's got that interview wrapped. And by the time you get to your next interview, she's already posted it on your social because she's got the front end, back end, clipping all done, and she's off and going. Now that's kind of an extreme case, right? Where in a lot of cases, people are doing traditional post-production work. So those files are coming in from all kinds of different places. They're cutting together a reality TV show, maybe they're doing marketing material, etc. But the concept still applies because all of your content is in full resolution, no proxies, no waiting, in one place. Now, anybody who does anything with that content can just come to that content and do what they need to do. Then when they need to ship it out, say you want to post it up on YouTube, for example, because if you're logged into a high-end workstation, again, on the internet backbone, right next to your content, in full resolution, on high-speed storage, once that renders out and wraps out, you're shipping that off to YouTube at 3 to 5 gigs per second. So you're not only bringing in content at that same speed from another cloud service potentially, or you've already got it because we've streamed it straight into CREE8 for you through our technology. But when you need to turn it around, you're beating everybody to the market because you got the news first, right? And you can kind of get that out. And because you're using professional grade tools, you're using your Premiere suite. Maybe if you're in the animation or VFX space, you're using things like Maya, maybe you're using DaVinci, Unreal. All of those tools all work fantastic because they're a workstation like you would have at home, but you're now not carrying around this big box to do the work. You just log in from anywhere on your iPad, from the beach. Might want to use a machine with a keyboard, so maybe a MacBook Pro or something like that you carry around. But that you start to get the power of doing that from anywhere without any compromise of waiting for any of that content to either get shipped to you on a hard drive or waiting for it to upload.
So CREE8, hosting the media files, spinning up virtual machines. And that's where the power comes in, where you're able to spin up.
That's a foundational element, yes.
Okay.
And so once you have those foundations nailed, which is super easy at a click of a button, then all of those other things that you need to do, that you know to do, and the tools that you need to do it are just right there for you.
And it's easy to access, because I know one of the other issues too is like if virtual machines are a thing, they're usually kind of complicated to spin up yourself. You're trying to go through Amazon or Google directly.
Right, and we have a blog post on our website. If you want to do this yourself on Amazon, we tell you all the steps to do it. It takes you 14 minutes to read the blog post, to go through all the steps. We do reference a 226-page document that Amazon provides on how to do it. There's also about 6 or 8 hours of video that you can read. By the time you actually do the 14-minute blog read, not even doing the steps, we've already got your entire creative team up and running, connected to their storage and in their workstations, however many you need.
How do the workstations work? Like, are there different spec options that you can pick and choose when you want to spin up? And are you like being charged by the minute of usage? How does that work?
That's a great question. So we have a bunch of different pre-configured options for the different kinds of workflows. Say you're an editor, you're a photographer, you're a graphic design person, you're a VFX artist, animator, even AI, Gen AI workloads, right? So you pick which one you want, kind of quickly set your specs. That machine builds in about 5 minutes, and then you're logged on and going. Now, how we charge is not by the minute or the hour or anything like that. What we ask you to do is commit to us on a amount of storage and an amount of compute hours that you want for a month. So say if you're coming in as a maybe a freelance person, and you say, okay, I really just need about 25 hours a month, and I want like 5 terabytes of storage, right, to go along with that. And that comes with high-speed storage and archive, so you can manage that back and forth easily. We might say that that's a certain amount per month. The pricing is on our website. And then it is a use it or lose it scenario. So every month, but then it just refreshes every month. And the reason why we ask you to make that commitment to us is we make that commitment to our suppliers, and that helps us keep everybody's costs lower. And you're going to have a guaranteed bill. You're not going to get hit with an overage fee, like a surprise bill at the end of the month.
If it's a team, is the whole team just working off that same pool of compute hours?
We don't care how many people you have. We have unlimited users.
Okay, so you're basically paying for storage, compute power, or whatever option,
and then whatever features you want to add on, right?
Okay, what are some of the add-on features that?
Most accounts come with a certain amount of archive storage. This is just an example. We have many different kinds of add-ons, but so if you were to say, hey, I really want 50 terabytes of archive storage instead of the one that comes with it, right? So that would be an add-on package. And our archive storage is instant retrieval archive. So it's a little more expensive than you might say like a deep freeze archive might be. But you know as well as I do that the minute somebody says, oh, I need that piece of content and it's an archive, well, they need it that minute. Otherwise, they wouldn't be calling you. You don't want to have to wait 12 to 24 hours to go have it get, the robot to go find that tape and unthaw it and like transfer it for you. Like you really just need it back. And it's not that much more expensive, but the value add and the time savings is time is money in this business when you're coming to, especially in real-time content, right? The second, one of the other add-ons that we have is if you need a really big machine. So we have a high performance add-on that you can say, okay, so I want to have the same amount of hours, but I want to unlock like a big machine because I know that 3 hours a month, I'm just going to need to fire that guy up and do like this massive render. Almost everybody I know has a machine that they do that with. They call it the beast, right? So I just need to get into that machine and do my render, crank it out, and then I don't need it. Only need it maybe a couple times a month. And when you unlock that, it makes that accessible to you, but it still just uses your same hours. You're not like paying an extra amount for that machine. You've just unlocked that with this particular add-on. We're also going to be launching Mac machines. So if you're a Mac user, a lot of creators are very much more comfortable with Mac. So we'll be able to have those as options, and we also have Linux machines as options as well. And then we're going to be adding on AI tools. So AI clipping for the live sports, Gen AI tools. But most everything comes with a base platform. All of your storage, all of your basic collaboration tools. If you use Frame.io, for example, we have a built-in tool that you can do exactly that. And the great thing about us is you're not sending your content anywhere. You're bringing people to the content. You have that one. You're not have multiple copies laying around, right? If your client needs a file, you're giving them a link just to that file. You're not having to send it out to WeTransfer or something else. We don't have upload limits. You need to send a big file. You need to store a big file. All of that is possible. We're just trying to remove those barriers, those things. I can't tell you how many times I was like, oh, it's on my Dropbox, or oh, it's in my Google Drive, or maybe I put it on WeTransfer, or Google Drive's like, well, it's over 250 gigs. I can't take the file. It's like, so you think of all those complicated things that you struggle with like every day. We just try to eliminate those. Any of those IT overhead, any of that technical complication. We just want to give you what you need so that you can focus on what you do best, which is telling great stories.
Do you have any tools for like bridging? Because so you have to get the files onto Create to work with them. But do you have any tools for bridging? Like if you have a NAS or storage of like syncing the files or getting the files up to Create, but then when you're done with the project, bringing them back off and making sure you have everything. Like kind of how is that connection between on-prem and
Yeah, we definitely do that. And that's to do that off-prem synchronization, because that's a lot of egress fees. We do have an add-on for that. What we find though is people don't want to pay for that, and they start to understand that they don't need to do that anymore because their stuff is very safe in the cloud. And when they need to, if they need to leave our service, they're happy, they can happily take that with them. So we definitely have that capability where you can sync on and off-prem. We also have the capability where, say you're remoting into, maybe you have a team that remotes into a machine in the office, but they also need cloud services. You can still log into Create and have those workstations. Oh, connect to this one, this is in my office. Connect to this one, this is in the cloud. So the idea is to provide that unified creative workspace for the entire team, no matter where those resources live.
Cool. Well, thanks so much, Lisa. I appreciate the update.
All right, thank you.
And that is it for this video. Thanks again to our sponsors for helping make our NAB coverage possible. And for more of our NAB videos, be sure to check out the playlist right here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode.